Morning, everyone, from Ozark Living Homestead. It's November the 19th, just a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, I got started actually kind of early yesterday, starting to put this floor on, and didn't get too far. Actually, probably could have got it finished, but the neighbor that gives me a lot of help, he come by and asked me. He had to move some very heavy stuff. He had bought some saws and some other things, and so I couldn't say no. As much help as he's given me, there's no way I could say no. So yeah, I went with him, and we picked all the stuff up, loaded it up, got it back to his place, and unloaded it. Then got to talking, unfortunately, and with these real short days, before you even knew it, the day was done. By the time he brought me back, he helped me. We put all the animals up and got them all fed and everything. It was pretty much dark by then. So anyway, that's as far as I got. I won't get I won't get very much done on it today because I still have two vehicles that are, one's actually still in Florida, the one my wife drives now. One is here that my son drives, that are still licensed and tagged in Florida, and they have Florida insurance on them. Well, my insurance company, right now, I lost the title to the one that my son is driving. So I've got to file for lost title, which is not a big deal. I mean, just a pain in the butt. And then they'll send me a new title, but before I can switch it over and get the tags. Now the other two vehicles that are here with me have already been switched over, have Missouri tags and are insured here in Missouri. And the reason I kind of in a hurry, but not in a big hurry, is that Florida has, I'm not sure if a lot of people know about it, it's PIP, Personal Injury Protection. It's a law. It's required. You don't have a choice. You have to have it, and it actually gives you, if I'm not mistaken, it's $10,000 per accident or whatever, whether it's your fault or not. It is an insurance that protects you. So, say the other person, it's their fault. They hit you. They're not insured or whatever. You have $10,000 protection. For hospital bills or whatever. I think they go higher. You can go higher, but that's a minimum. But it is a law. They require it. You don't have a choice. They'll actually suspend your license if you don't. They're very strict on that. Well, I just renewed my insurance, and it was kind of high, and I thought, maybe they just went up on the renewal down payment or whatever. So the next bill was not due yet. It's coming due at the end of this month. And I got to looking at it, and it's gone up a lot, just for two vehicles. Now, I've taken two vehicles off, and it's actually more now with just two vehicles than it was with four vehicles. So I called him up, and turkey trying to get on top of the tin roof over here. That was that noise. But anyway, I called him up and I asked him, I says, I haven't had any accidents. I don't even remember the last time me or my wife, either one, had an accident or a ticket. And why was I injured? And we've been with this company for years. And he said, let me look at your policy. So he looked at my policy, and he says, well, it's actually not us. He said, it's the state. They've increased the PIP rates, and they actually charge you for it. They bill you for it. They collect the money for it. Now, I don't know if it goes to the state or how they work that, but they collect the money, and they don't have a choice. And I got to looking. I was online looking at the policy at the same time I'm talking to him, and then I realized this thing went way up. I mean, it was crazy, the price increase. And a guy actually agreed. He says, but they have such a big problem with fraud in the state of Florida that, and they do. They have a big problem with automobile insurance fraud. People are staging accidents and making claims against insurance and stuff. But anyway, he said that that's why the state has increased the rates. I said, well, I'm not going to pay this. I said, there's no way I'm going to pay this kind of money. I haven't planned on switching these 2 vehicles over yet. But right now I don't really have a choice because I'm not going to pay this. So I called my agent up, and that I have here now, and she says, well, if you have one of the vehicles up here, the one you have up here, she says, we can insure it. And then you'll have time to get your title and get your tags and everything and get it switched over. But we can go ahead and insure it to be insured here on your policy here. She said, now the one that your wife is keeping in Florida for now, we can't insure it. If it was up here, even though it's registered in Florida, if it's up here, we can insure it. But she says, we can't do that one. I said, well, that's fine. At least I can get one of them off of there. It's going to cost me another $500 extra for 6 months just to keep this one insured. But I can't bring it up until my wife is ready to come up. So it's one of the things we're going to have to deal with. But anyway, I'll get off of that. But I've got to run out today. That was one of the things that I've got to do. I've got to run out to get sign the papers for that because the creek was pretty high and I couldn't get out of here. But I got to go out and sign the papers and get proof of insurance so I can get it to my son and everything. And what I'm showing you up to, there's the goats that are up on the hillside up there. That's one of their favorite places now. Where are they at? There they are. That's about all the brush that's left, other than grass. We still have some green grass. But they like to get up. There's a bunch of honeysuckles up in there, and they love that. They get up in there, and they just eat away. And that's another thing I've got to go today. Like I said, I've got to go do the insurance. I've got to go to get some hay for the goats, and I'm actually going to stock up on some hay. And let's see what else have I got to do. Got quite a bit to do. We're supposed to get a pretty cold night tonight, so I got to make sure all the animals are situated and everything. I have another neighbor across the road. I've mentioned him a few times, not by name. I don't like to mention names because I'm not sure how people react or if they like that, so I just don't do it. I give them their privacy or their respect. But he wants to get a couple of goats, and they have a auction where I've gone to quite a bit. I bought all my chickens from there. I bought one of the goats from there. The last goat I bought from there. And right now everybody is selling goats pretty cheap. So his wife and him want to go. They've never been to this auction now. They're from Tennessee originally. They've been here 2 years. They've been here a little longer than I have. They're right across the road and a little ways up. And they're very nice people that stay to themselves. They don't really know anybody. But we get along fairly well. He stops in every now and then, and we just kind of talk and stuff. But I'm going to take them down to the auction because they don't have a trailer. They can haul it back in, and we're going to go down and see if we can pick him up a couple of goats, him and his wife. And two, they just like to go to auction. They're like me. They just like to go to auctions. His wife says, I like to go and watch the people. She said they get in their little bidding wars, and I like to watch them. So anyway, but they really want a couple of goats. They've already got a Pyrenees, female Pyrenees. And they got her when she's a pup. She's 8 months old now because they had planned on eventually getting some goats. I forgot how many acres. They got like 60, 70 acres or so. I don't remember exactly what he has over there. But that's one of the things we're going to do tonight. So again, they're very nice people, and I just want to try to give them a hand with that. So won't get a lot done on the floor or the roof. I know, guys, I got to get this thing done, but these people, they never ask anything of me. In fact, they're the ones that gave me the old red hen there and the two young red roosters. They're the same guys that gave me that. But, like I said, they never ask anything of me. So I just want to give them a hand. And plus, they told my cabin fever coming and just want to get off the property for a little bit. And I like auctions, so. And I'll try not to buy anything. But so anyway, I know this thing is getting long, and I had a little bit more I was going to add to it, but it's getting long enough to where I think I'll just cut it short here, and I'll do some more later. You guys have a great day.